247. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV. Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Super Cap, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television, the pulse of the nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at SUMTV and on YouTube at Super Report. State government collaborate to threaten nationwide strike over bill. Those on Taraba State collaborate with T.Y. Danjuma to accelerate development. To fast-track development in Taraba State, Governor Agbo Kefas has revealed that his administration is collaborating with renowned businessman and philanthropist T.Y. Danjuma. This partnership is expected to bring about accelerated capital development to the state. According to the Governor Kefas, the state government has engaged reputable partners such as the China Civil Engineering Construction Company, CCECC, to build critical infrastructures and enhance economic development in the state. The governor expressed concern that economic hardship, insecurity, and the underutilization of mineral resources in the state were hindering development. However, his administration has initiated significant projects to lay a solid foundation for further progress. One of the key areas of collaboration between the Taraba State government and T.Y. Danjuma is the development of infrastructure. Governor Kefas commended General Danjuma for building an airport at Kashim in Takum local government area, in addition to the Damba Basinte Airport in Jalingo. This project are expected to enhance connectivity and economic opportunities in the states. The Taraba State government has also prioritized key sectors such as education, healthcare, agriculture, and infrastructure in its 2025 budget. Governor Kefar stated that the budget is crafted to move the state forward while ensuring that every naira spent contributes to the well-being of the people. This collaboration between the Taraba state government and T.Y. Danjuma is a significant step towards accelerating development in the states. With the support of reputable partners like CCECC and the commitment of Governor Kefa's administration, Taraba State is poised for rapid transformation and growth. Background information. Taraba State is one of the 36 states in Nigeria located in the northeastern part of the country. The state has a rich cultural heritage and is home to several ethnic groups. Despite its potential, Taraba State has faced several challenges, including economic hardship, insecurity, and unutilization of mineral resources. The state government has been working to address these challenges and accelerate development in the state. The collaboration with T.Y. Danjuma is a significant step in the direction. General T.Y. Danjuma is a renowned businessman and philanthropist who has made significant contributions to the development of Nigeria. The China Civil Engineering Construction Company is a reputable construction company that has worked on several high-profile projects in Nigeria. The company's involvement in the development of Taraba State is expected to bring about significant improvement in the state's infrastructure. Impact operation. The collaboration between the Taraba State government and T.Y. Danjuma is expected to have a significant impact on the development of the state. The partnership is expected to bring about accelerated capital development, improved infrastructure, and enhanced economic opportunities. The development of infrastructure such as airports and roads is critical to the growth and development of any state. The collaboration between the Taraba state government and T.Y. Danjuma is expected to bring about significant improvements in the state's infrastructure, making it more attractive to investors and enhancing economic opportunities for the people. The collaboration between the Taraba state government and T.Y. Danjuma is a significant step towards accelerating development in the state. With the support of reputable partners like CCECC and the commitment of Governor Kefa's administration, Taraba State is poised for rapid transformation and growth. As the state continues to work towards its development goals, it is clear that the future of Taraba State is bright. ASU threatened nationwide strike over tax reform bill. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has vowed to embark on a nationwide strike if the tax reform bill currently before the National Assembly is implemented. The bill, which proposes to phase out the tertiary education trust fund by 2030, has been met with strong opposition from ASU and other stakeholders in the education sector. According to the proposed bill, TED Fund will receive 50% of the development levy in 2025 and 2026, with the remaining percentage going to NITDA, NASENI, and NELFUND. However, by 2030, NEL Fund will receive 100% of the levy, while TED Fund, NASENI, and NITDA will receive nothing. ATSU National President Professor Emmanuel Osodeke described the proposed bill as a death sentence for public universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. The Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities has also expressed its opposition to the tax reform bill. SANU National President Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim stated that the bill aims to phase out TETFund, which is the lifeline of public universities. Ibrahim emphasized that without TETFund, many institutions will have collapsed due to the lack of basic facilities. He added that the government should conduct broader consultation and seek input from experts before implementing the bill. The proposed tax reform bill has sparked widespread controversy, with many stakeholders expressing concern about its potential impact on the education sector. As the debate continues, things clear. The fate of Nigerians' public universities, polytechnic and college of education hang in the balance. Mama Boko Haram sentenced to 5 years in prison for 6 million naira fraud. Aisha Wakili, popularly known as Mama Boko Haram, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for defrauding Bukar Kachala, the owner of Apps Venture, of 6 million naira. The Borno State High Court in Maiduguri delivered the verdict on November 28, 2024. Wakili, along with 2 officials of her non-governmental organization, Complete Care and Aid Foundation, Tahiru Daura and Prince Shoyode, were found guilty of conspiracy, cheating, and providing false information. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission prosecuted the case, presenting 3 witnesses and submitting various documents as evidence. According to the EFCC, Wakil and her co-defendants dishonestly inducted Kachala to part with 12 model worth 6 million naira, which they neither paid for nor returned. The court ordered the defendants to jointly refund a balance of 3.5 million naira to the petitioner, with the threat of an additional 5 years jail for each of them if they fail to comply. Wakili's sentencing is not her first encounter with the law. In February 2024, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison for defrauding Bashir Abubakar, the CEO of Duty Free Shop Limited, of 40 million naira. The recent sentencing has sparked mixed reaction, with some praising the court's decision and others expressing skepticism about the effectiveness of the sentence. New Chief of Army Staff vows to tackle insecurity, eradicate Lakurawa terror group. Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, the new Chief of Army Staff, has assured President Bola Tinubu that he will tackle insecurity in Nigeria, particularly the menace of the Lakurawa terrorist group. Oluyede made this promise after a meeting with President Tinubu at the presidential villa in Abuja on Monday. The new course, who recently assumed office as the 24th Chief of Army Staff, emphasized his commitment to improving Nigerian security situation. He stated that he will explore different approaches to achieve better results, seeking the president's support in this endeavor. Oluyede's visit to the presidential villa was related to his appointment as the new Chief of Army Staff. He reassured President Tinubu of his dedication to making Nigeria better in terms of security. The Chief of Army Staff also expressed his intention to eradicate the Lakurawa terrorist group, citing strengthened cooperation with Nigeria Republic as a key factor in achieving this goal. In a separate development, Oluyede recently visited military formations in the northwest and northeast, where he spoke with officers and soldiers about the need to bring an end to various forms of insecurity. He emphasized his expectation of better results going forward. The Lakurawa terrorist group has been a major security concern in Nigeria, with its activities often spilling over into neighboring Niger Republic. However, with strengthened cooperation between the two countries, Oluyede is confident that the group will soon be eradicated. "We are hitting them hard on the Nigerian side," Oluyede said. "What usually happens is that they flee to Niger Republic. Now that Niger is coming on board, very soon Lakurawa will be a thing of the past." Oluyede's assurance of tackling insecurity and eradicating the Lakurawa terrorist group has been welcomed by many Nigerians who are eager to see an improvement in the country's security situation. As the new Chief of Army Staff, Oluyede faces a significant challenge in addressing the various security concerns plaguing Nigeria, but his determination and commitment to making a positive impact are evident. President 7 election comments. The presidency has come under intense criticism following comments made by Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, regarding the 2007 presidential election. Akume sparked controversy when he urged northern political leaders preparing to run for the presidency in 2027 to put aside their ambition and wait until 2031, when President Bola Tinubu would have completed his second term. The Secretary to the Government comments were met with widespread condemnation from various stakeholders, including the Arewa Consultative Forum, the People's Democratic Party, and other socio-political groups. The ACF, in a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Professor Tukur Muhammadu Baba, described Akume's comment as unfortunate and ill-timed. The ACF emphasized that it was too early to start debating the 2027 presidency, stressing that the focus should be on good governance and delivery of service to the electorate. The PDP, in a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olugambo, described Akume's comment as a desperate attempt to impose a succession plan on Nigerians. The PDP emphasized that the power to elect and vote out their government lies firmly with the Nigerian people, entrusted to them upon the government's ability to prove itself worthy of the people's ballot. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who lost the 2023 presidential election to President Tinubu, also weighed in on the controversy. Atiku argued that there was a 6-year difference in the length of time the North and South have held the presidency. He emphasized that by 2027, the South would have had 17 years of leadership, while the North will have experienced only 11 years. Special report: Peter Obi visits Afe Babalola over defamation case involving Dele Forotimi. Peter Obi visits Afe Babalola over defamation case involving Dele Forotimi. In a surprise move, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Monday evening visited the renowned legal icon and founder of Afe Babalola University, Chief Afe Babalola, in his office in Ado Ekiti, Ekiti State Capital. According to sources, Obi's visit to Babalola was in connection with the ongoing court case involving human rights lawyers and activists. Dele Faratomi, the case, which has been generating widespread interest and controversy, involves allegations of defamation made against Faratimi by Babalola. Faratimi, a vocal critic of the Nigerian government and its institution, had written a book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System, in which he made several allegations against Babalola, including claims that he had compromised the Supreme Court. Babalola, who took umbrage at the allegations, subsequently filed a defamation suit against Farotimi, leading to his arrest and detention by the police. Farotimi was later granted bail by a magistrate court in Ado-Ekiti, but his team is still working on perfecting the bail conditions. Obi's visit to Babalola is seen as a move to broker peace and find an amicable resolution to the dispute between Babalola and Fararotimi. Sources close to the matter reveal that the visit was arranged by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who is reportedly interested in finding a peaceful resolution to the dispute. After meeting with Babalola, Obi also visited Fararotimi at the Ado-Ekiti Correctional Center, where he had a section with him. The visit is seen as a show of solidarity with Fararotimi, who has been a vocal critic of the Nigerian government and its institutions. The case involving Babalola and Fararotimi has generated widespread interest and controversy, with many Nigerians weighing in on the matter. While some have expressed support for Babalola, others have thrown their weight behind Farah-Rotimi, who is seen as a champion of human rights and the rule of law. As the case continues to unfold, many Nigerians will be watching with keen interest to see how it all plays out. Will Obi's visit to Babalola and Fararotimi help to broker peace and find an amicable resolution to the disputes? Only time will tell. Background to the case. The case involving Babalola and Farotimi is rooted in a book written by Farotimi titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. In the book, Farotimi made several allegations against Babalola, including claims that he had compromised the Supreme Court. Babalola, who took umbrage at the allegations, subsequently filed a defamation suit against Farotimi, leading to his arrest and detention by the police. Farotimi was later granted bail by a magistrate court in Ado-Ekiti, but his team is still working on perfecting the bail condition. The role of Peter Obi. Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has been a vocal advocate for human rights and the rule of law. His visit to Babalola and Farotimi is seen as move to broker peace and find an amicable resolution to the dispute between the two. Obi's involvement in the case is also seen as a show of solidarity with Farotimi, who has been a vocal critic of the Nigerian government and its institutions. By visiting Babalola and Farotimi, Obi is sending a strong message that he stands with those who are fighting for justice and human rights in Nigeria. The implication of the case. The case involving Babalola and Fararotimi has far-reaching implications for the Nigerian justice system and the rule of law. The case raises important questions about the limit of free speech and the role of the judiciary in protecting human rights. As the case continues to unfold, many Nigerians will be watching with keen interest to see how it all plays out. With the Nigerian justice system be able to deliver justice in this case, or would it succumb to pressure from powerful interests? Only time will tell. Reaction to the case. The case involving Babalola and Farotimi has generated widespread interest and controversy, with many Nigerians weighing in on the matter. While some have expressed support for Babalola, others have thrown their weight behind for Farotimi, who is seen as champion of human rights and the rule of the law. Human rights activists and organizations have been particularly vocal in their support for Farotimi, who they see as a victim of persecution by the Nigerian government and its institutions. As the case continues to unfold, it is clear that the Nigerian justice system is facing a major test. Will it be able to deliver justice in this case, or will it succumb to pressure from powerful interests? Only time will tell. Vice President Shettima unveiled plan for National Youth Development Bank. Vice President Kashim Shettima has announced plans to establish a National Youth Development Bank and a Youth Data Bank. The initiative aims to provide young Nigerians with the resources, information, and access needed to succeed. Speaking at the 60th anniversary celebration of the National Youth Council of Nigeria in Port Harcourt, Shettima emphasized the importance of empowering young people to derive Nigeria's future. The proposed bank is part of the federal government's effort to promote youth inclusion and empowerment. President Bola Tinubu's administration has prioritized initiatives that support young Nigerians in education, entrepreneurship, and creative industries. The government has also launched programs like the Presidential Initiative for Youth Enterprise Clusters, backed by 110 billion naira to support young entrepreneurs across various sectors. The governor Similaye Fubara of Rivers State also pledged his administration commitment to empowering youth through education, skill acquisition programs, and meaningful projects. The National Youth Council of Nigeria President Sarah Igbe Sokubo appealed to the federal government and the National Assembly to create policies and legislation that will accelerate Nigeria's economic growth and empower young people. We're going for a commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more exciting updates on Super Media Television. Let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance, and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV. Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Super Cab, safe, convenient, and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Welcome back. Coming up next, Olubadan of Ibadan land urges new chief to foster unity and progress. The Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Owolabi Olakunlehin, has charged newly installed chief in the state to utilize their position to promote unity, peace, and progress in Ibadan land. This call was met during the conferment of honorary chieftaincy title on some Ibadan eminent personalities and their wives at the Olubadan's Palace in Ibadan. Oba Olakunlehin emphasized that the title holders have made significant contributions to the unity, progress, and development of Ibadan land. He urged them to continue working towards the advancement of the ancient city, using the position as traditional title holders to foster unity, peace, and progress. The newly installed chief includes Suleiman Ajewole and Are Yeye Otuluse of Ibadan land, and Abisoye Ayoyi Mika and Olusola Fagade as Aura and Yeye Asojobo of Ibadan land, respectively. In attendance at the ceremony were notable dignitaries, including the former governor of Oyo State and the Otun Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Ladoja, and the Minister of Art, Culture and Tourism and the Creative Arts, Henatu Musa Musawa. This development comes as the Olubadan of Ibadan land has been working to promote unity and progress in Ibadan land. Recently, he warned compound heads to avoid land disputes, emphasizing the importance of peaceful coexistence. In a similar vein, Oba Ola Kunlehin has urged newly elevated chiefs to derive development in Ibadan land, using their position to promote the progress and development of the ancient city. Amazing Throne of Grace Ministry Church Dedication and Thanksgiving Service, a celebration of faith, growth, and blessing. The dedication and thanksgiving service of the Amazing Throne of Grace Ministry Church in Jalingo was a significant event that highlighted the growth and blessing experienced by the congregation. The dedication ceremony held on Saturday, 7th December 2024, was a momentous occasion filled with joy and praise as Pastor Samuel Edino from Dunamis International Church led the ceremony. The church auditorium, located at the former Luxury Boats Park beside Zenith Bank, Roadblock Jalingo, was packed with members and guests eager to witness the formal dedication of the building. Pastor Joseph Munuji of the Arrow of God's Deliverance Ministry delivered a powerful sermon during the dedication ceremony, emphasizing the importance of relying on God's grace and seeking His help in all aspects of life. His message, titled God's Grace, resonated with the congregation and set the tone for the rest of the ceremony. Pastor Francis Onora of Faith Exploit Church International Jalingo and other guests also shared heartfelt messages of goodwill, highlighting the importance of faith and standing firm in God. In his address of welcome, Reverend Akachukwu Amechi, pastor of the Amazing Throne of Grace Ministry, expressed gratitude to the members for their commitment to the development of the church. He highlighted the ministry's mission to be a stronghold of grace and truth, preaching the good news, God's grace to all who would listen. Reverend Amechi shared the humble beginning of the ministry with just 20 members and celebrated the growth and success of the church since its inception. The following day, Sunday, 8th December 2024, the Amazing Throne of Grace Ministry held a Thanksgiving service to express gratitude to God for His blessings throughout the year. The service, filled with joy, praise, and thanksgiving, was led by Reverend Akachukwu Amechi, who delivered a powerful sermon based on Psalms 89, verse 5 to 11. The congregation, including members such as Emmanuel Francis, Blessing Ifani, and Hilary Aja Ogbana, shared their gratitude for the beautiful edifice of the church and the blessings they have received.
A testament of the Lord's faithfulness. A journey of faith. Amazing Throne of Grace Ministry began on 10th May 2020, being born at a time that was like a midnight hour when the globe was besieged by the pandemic coronavirus that then crowned the darkness that was in the world. And it was out of this
project at this level. We must say that it is the act of God, especially in this season and this time in Nigeria, for such a place to be built from the start. It requires to be filled up. It requires the mercy of God. It takes the mercy of God. The mercy of God is when God overlooks. There are errors sometimes we make mistakenly, He overlooked them in order to fulfill His purpose. But see how grace picked Him and then amplified with Him to this level. The grace is not a respecter of people, respecter of race, respecter of your background. If you can just catch the flight of grace and then take advantage of it, it will take you somewhere. You must know that grace is what made people. Look at it. Apostle Paul confirmed it. I've quoted it and I want to read it. 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Apostle Paul said, "For I am the least of the apostles, that I am not meant to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of God. But by the grace of God, I am what I am. But by the grace of God, I am what I am." That means I
celebrate with this great work of God, and this great work is the help of God. This happened just within the time of 1 year, and God just helped. And we are happy to celebrate God for what He has done. That's why we are here.
So what is your post? Members of the church?
Yes, the members of the church, work of God, it's a time to get closer to God and believe God for anything, especially in this season. Praise God that God can do anything and change people's life. The way He has changed this church within a short time, He can do something great in their lives. It's time to draw closer to God and work for God and serve God who have built the church for them.
Canopy to a renting place. From a renting place under 2 years, a structure was raised, and that structure, between few months, it was demolished to this cathedral. So I'm telling you, there is the hand of God upon this commission.
So what is your call to the members of the church?
How Amazing Throne of Grace was founded. Started with something members, and in an open house, a rented house where the pastor was living with his family. And I'm proud to be a member, because the way God is doing it for us, and God is also doing it in our lives as members, because if we are not blessed, God cannot use us to raise such a structure. So we have gathered to appreciate God and to give Him thanks. We are all happy.
So happy. We are so grateful to God. In a short time of 4 years that God has given us this edifice, and it is just grace. We look at our life and look at our calling. We just look at it that Bible said that by strength no man prevail. It wouldn't have done anything by our own strength. It has been just God and grace of God alone. Because
Taraba State sets to inject $1.5 billion into economy, aims for 110 billion naira IGR by 2029. Taraba State government announced plan to source $1.5 billion. That's 2 trillion naira. Advocates emphasize need for collective effort in driving development, saying Taraba no be poor states. CSO advocate for transparency and accountability at local government areas. The Local Government Advocacy Network and Center for Peace, Education and Community Development in Jalingo have this year observed the International Day for Anti-Corruption in Nigeria with a specific focus on local government autonomy. This occasion served as a reminder that everything possible must be done to strengthen the mechanism of accountability, transparency, and oversight functions of the legislative arm at the local level. This is contained in a press statement signed by the national team lead of the organization, Dr. Joseph Gimba, PhD, and issued to Jalingo Times. According to the statement, to achieve this, it is imperative that citizens are well informed and strategic in their engagement with leaders. The statement partly reads, the hallmark of a chairman's function should be citizens' engagement, ensuring that the voice of the people are heard and valued. Furthermore, citizens should be vigilant in monitoring local government affairs, resisting any act of corruption or tendencies that may arise. They added that citizens should also be proactive in engaging their leaders, demanding accountability and transparency in governance, and that a reward mechanism should be put in place where sanctions are applied appropriately to promote the development of communities. It further states that this includes rewarding leaders who have performed well and holding those who have failed the citizens accountable. According to the statement, it is equally important to recognize that corrupt leaders should not be prioritized or rewarded. Instead, they should be held accountable for their actions and, when where necessary, face the full weight of the law. It restates that the rule of law should be the guiding principle for all citizens, promoting security and peace at the local level, noting that interference from subnational level should be resisted, allowing local communities to take ownership of their development, and that this includes forming, choosing, and working together to create synergies and develop their communities through strategic planning. It says the International Day for Anti-Corruption serves as a reminder of the destructive nature of corruption, which has hindered the development of countries, deprived citizens of their well-being, and created poverty, unemployment, and social ill. December 9th annually is set aside to commemorate this day, raising awareness on danger of corruption in the society. The 2024 celebration was tagged Uniting with Youth Against Corruption, Shaping Tomorrow's Integrity. That's all for this edition of News Hour from Super Media Television. You can also follow us on Facebook at SUMTV and on YouTube at Super Media TV. I remain Bridget James. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of